going live. It says I have some error code with Twitter, but this is Karen Diaz, and I am coming to you from Playa Flamingo, Costa Rica. For those of you who don't know me, I was living in Wyckoff, New Jersey, and I moved my family. I sold all my stuff, and we moved our family down to Costa Rica. So my mom gets to enjoy my Lexus, and I get to enjoy beautiful weather. So welcome. I'll give a few minutes for some people to come on live, and I'm excited to talk to you today about cultivating mindset. This definitely is a training that could be for anybody, but specifically it could be also really good for anyone who you know who's a level 1, 2, 3, or 4 and just feels kind of stuck or has a little bit of a block in terms of growing their business because they feel like, you know, how can I help someone if I, am doubting my ability to succeed? So that would definitely be a good person for this training. So welcome. All right, I'm gonna get started. Yeesh, I'm like, this is definitely nerve-wracking. Okay. Oh, I love you too. Thank you, I needed that. Now I feel better. Okay, so I think a lot about Rodanafil. That's okay. All right, I think a lot about our business, and there's a lot of different people who have different skill sets, right? So they're good listeners. Some people are really strategic. Some people are really energetic. Some people are really laid back. Some people are excellent motivators. Some people are excellent trainers. Some people not so much. So if you think that there's one type of person that would be successful in this business, or if you think that there's one type of person who, this, how do I say it, this like avatar, this, way that you should be in order to be successful, you are not only limiting yourself, you're also limiting any new consultants who join your team, because there's a lot of people and a lot of different types of people who are successful, and it's always good to find the people that you connect with most. And so when you are bringing on you're growing your business, I really want you to think about, think about it like, let's see, I always give the example to my team about climbing Mount Everest. Okay, so I want you to think of yourself like a guide. Okay, so you're a guide, you're climbing Mount Everest, and, if you, have someone, you're guiding them, right? You're guiding them to grow their business. I'm going to just move this up here. And so as they come on, they're going to be all gung-ho, right? Most people are really gung-ho when they first come in to the business. They have so many dreams, so many hopes. They're ready to go. But what separates people who fail from people who really succeed, right? So as their guide, you're going to show them how to, access resources. You have maybe a map that you can guide them to so that they can get everything that they need to get to the top, right? So if we're thinking about the mountain. So you're going to help them launch, you're going to give them language, you're going to answer their questions, you're going to direct them where to go. But anyone who thinks that that's all you need to climb the mountain is fooling themselves. That's not all you need. The climb is going to be hard. It's going to be damn hard. It's going to be scary. Sometimes it's going to be cold and dark, and you're not going to know where you're going, and you're not going to know what to do, and it could be risky and challenging for a lot of people. And so it really is all about digging deep and finding your inner strength and your resources to get there. It's nice to have a guide, but you need to be able to dig deep. And so when I talk about cultivating mindset, I really encourage you, like we always, you talk about things in any kind of business that are duplicable, right? Creating systems, making it easy for people so they don't have to like overthink things. And mindset really is no different in terms of duplication, in terms of, passing that skill on and making sure that not only are you teaching yourself how to cultivate mindset in yourself, but you're also able to duplicate, this with other people who you want to help in growing their business. I basically, let me see, I think about this like, if the engine isn't working, the car's not going anywhere, right? So we really need to, think about that, when we're growing our business. Because if you really think about it, guys, your business is a complete reflection. It's like a mirror reflecting back at you, and any issues or struggles that you had coming into the business are going to be amplified through this business. Any business that you start, it just totally amplifies it. And so if you're looking in the mirror and you're staring at the reflection and you don't like the reflection that you're seeing, you don't try to blame the reflection or change the reflection. You have to change yourself in order for the reflection to change. And so I always use that example, because when you really think about it, like Shark Tank, what's the difference of the people who have failing businesses and who have successful businesses? Something psychological is really going on with the owner and his mindset, because it doesn't matter if they're taking all of the steps and they're grinding, right? I'm grinding, I'm hustling. If they don't have the mindset there to get them through, then they're not going to have that self-awareness to be able to look and see the things that they need to change. And so over the past few years of me growing my business, I have, kind of thought about what it takes to kind of cultivate that mindset, and what do all the leaders have in common in that sense. And, I think we all have the guts, right? We have the guts. We come into this business and you take a chance on yourself, and you have the guts. You took a chance, and you have that gutsy, but do you have the tenacity? And tenacity really is like that willingness to try new things until you get the result that you want. That is like the most important thing. Are you, willing to take a step back and, try different approaches until you get the result that you want? So obstacles are going to come up, right? You get no responses, you get a rude person, and you have to mentally prepare now. And you have to prepare to not only fail, but to fail bigger. When you hit challenges, hit back harder. It's so important. And so what are the kinds of things that you can do on a daily basis? So to me, the most important thing is that mindset is a daily thing. And if you're not talking to your team about daily mindset and what they need to do, because every time that I have struggled with my business, when I really look back on it, I was not doing the daily things that I needed to do. And so what were the daily things that I do to keep myself in the right mind frame? And so they're broken down into 4 things. And so the first one is that when you focus only on victory, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, forces you to succeed. If you think about doubt, then that's what happens. You start to doubt yourself, and everything starts to crumble underneath you. And so I'm not talking about fake it till you make it. I'm really not. I'm just talking about accepting your reality as if it's a fact. It's already happened. Whether it's happened or not, you have to believe that it's a fact. And so I have my team often do this exercise called the paint a picture, where they really talk about, what their life is going to look like in a year or 2 years. Please do not think that I got to Costa Rica like on some whim and I just decided I was going to be here. It was a very strategic decision, and it was something where every day I woke up and I read over my painted picture, I read over my mission statement, I read over what I wanted every day so that I could have that visual and that anchor carrying me through. Because you really have to accept that whatever you want, whatever success looks like to you, is absolutely a reality. It has already happened. Whether it happens or not, it's just a matter of time between now and when that reality happens. So that's number 1. Is that you have to make that decision, and you have to be very clear on what success looks like for you, because success for me does not look like success for other people. And so other people's success doesn't drive me. What they want doesn't drive me. And being down here and being around all these different people and living a different life, like, this is what I wanted. I wanted to sell all my stuff. I don't want stuff holding me down. I want to travel. I want to experience things. And so my success is, that's what drives me. But for someone else, it might look very different. And so what does that success look like for you? And write it down. And don't make excuses when you write it down. Just write it down. Let yourself dream. And then make a decision to accept that that reality already exists. It just doesn't exist right here, right now. And then the other thing is you need to check, the second thing is you need to check to see if your actions align with your vision. And what I mean by that is, it's very easy for you to get up every day and say that you want something, but are you self-aware enough to go back and look and say, are the actions that I'm taking getting me to my vision? Like, if I want to exceed my husband's income so that he can leave his job and we can go down to Costa Rica, you know, if that was a reality and I was working towards that, would I be sitting around watching TV? Would I be avoiding my work to go do the dishes? You know, or would I be getting the scary stuff done first? And so do your actions align with your vision? Procrastinating, another thing is, here's another example of action. Are you letting people into your life? Are you letting people into your business that are procrastinators, that are energy suckers, that just completely exhaust you? Or do you know the type of people that you want to work with, and are you not settling? Never settle. Never, never, never settle. You know, you choose who you work with as much as people choose if they want to work with you. And that is such an important thing to remember. And never settle on that because of self-doubt. Hola, Victor. Hola. Never settle on that at all. It's such an important thing. Just because, you know, you want to grow your business that day, if it doesn't feel right in the moment and something feels off, trust your instinct and don't allow that kind of energy and those kind of people into your life and your business, because it will take you down, it will take your energy down, it will take your business down. It's just, please guys, don't settle. Don't settle for the vision which you see your business growing. You totally deserve to have that business, and bringing those kinds of people in is only going to get you there faster, even if you have to say no in the short term. And the third thing is to have some kind of practice, to meditate daily, to read your painted picture, because doubts are going to creep in. And so what are you going to say when those doubts creep in? Are you going to like entertain them and, you know, invite them in for tea and, you know, sit there and let them marinate and grow and give them more power? Or are you going to have a phrase, something to snap you out of it? So my thing that I say to myself to snap myself out of it is, Karen, another year, you're going to be another year older. Where do you want to be? Or when you're 50, when you're 60, when you're 70, when you're 80, are you going to turn around and regret not doing this? Are you going to be glad that you watched that TV show, you know, instead of making these, you know, phone calls or whatever? And it always gets me right back on track. You know, when you are X, Y, and Z in your vision, when you are in Costa Rica, are you going to be upset that you stayed up until 11 o'clock working on your business? Hell no. It's just not going to happen, right? But you are going to regret if you procrastinate and you don't do the work. So have something to kind of like snap you out of it. It's going to be so important. And the last one is, honestly, I think the most important one, is that every day, do the most important thing, do it right now, and don't stop until it's finished. And I'm going to say that again. Every day, do the most important thing, do it right now, and don't do anything else until it's finished. Because I got to tell you, this is so easy for us to do. Clean the dishes, go grocery shopping, sweep our floor, right? Like, scary? Not really, right? But what do? We like tidy up and we clean and we watch this. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to pick up the kids. Those things are going to get done no matter what, right? They're just like essential things that you have to get done in your day. But they're not scary and they don't change your life. So, you know, do the most important things and the most important actions that you need to take to get you closer to your vision, which is already a reality. It just hasn't happened yet. And make sure your actions are absolutely aligned with that vision and who you want to be. Make sure you have a daily practice so that, I don't care if you're feeling great and you're feeling motivated and you're growing your business, you still have to do the mindset work, because that is the trickiest thing that I learned. When I'm feeling good and I'm doing good and I'm growing my business, and then I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't need to meditate. I don't need to read my painted picture. I don't need to, you know, do all of this stuff. And then what happens? 2 weeks go by, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, why does this seem so hard? I'm struggling. Oh my God, why does this seem so hard? Oh, I haven't been doing my daily work. And then do the most important thing. Do it right now, and don't do anything until it's finished. So if you haven't done that today, I challenge you to go do the most important thing that's going to change your life. Let the dishes stay in the sink. Let the floor go unswept. You're still going to play with your kids. You're still going to wash the dishes. You're still going to do all of that stuff. So just get that stuff out of the way. And thank you for those who were joining me today. So honored to be a part of your day. And I look forward to hearing more daily RF experiences as we go. Have a great day, guys.